Let's do an example. We have an exponential function, so let's find the domain and range as well as the intercepts. So we have g of x is equal to 5 times 2 to the power of x plus 1. Our a is 5 and our b is 2. So it's greater than 1. We must apply the rules of the b greater than 1. So your range, your domain is always going to be an element of real numbers, and your range would be b to the power of x must be greater than q, which is 1. So 2 to the power of x is greater than 1, and we can satisfy ourselves with that answer. So we can say a times b to the power of x being greater than q. 5 times 2 to the power of x is greater than 1. So our range would be f of x is greater than 1, or y is greater than 1. Let's do the intercepts. You have your y-intercept when x is equal to 0. We say y is equal to ab to the power of x plus q. You have y is equal to a times b to the power of 0 plus q. Anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So you can have a plus q. When y is equal to 5 times 2 to the power of x plus 1, we know that we've got 5 plus 1, meaning that your y would be equal to 6. So let's sub that in. We'll have a is equal to 5. 2 times 0, 2 to the power of 0 would be 1, so we don't write anything there, and we bring down our 1 from the q. So we say y is equal to 6. The point would be 0, 6 as our first intercept. Let's see if we can get an x-intercept where y is equal to 0. We know that a is positive, and you've got a positive q value shifted you upwards from the horizontal x asymptote. If you realize this, you'll shift up. You probably will not have a x-intercept. So let's work it out. We bring our 1 across, we say -1, because it's a sign change when you cross over the equal sign. You then divide both sides by 5. You get -1 over 5, which is equal to 2 to the power of x. We know that 2 to the power of x could never be a negative number, and therefore it is undefined. Try to think of a value of x where you could get a negative answer for 2 to the power of x. So that would now be an asymptote. And now we'll do all exponential functions of this form. Y is equal to a to the power of bx plus q have a single horizontal asymptote every single time. So now x is equal to q. But in reality, it is y is equal to q.